So having run the update program, we can now go in and check the parameters. If we look at the NI categories, we can see they've all been loaded, and with the new amounts, new percentages. You'll also see here that we have the new column ET to UAP. The UAP is the upper accrual point, which was introduced by the government to start as of April the 6th. We've also got in here the NI parameters, so we have the values in here, so that should be fine. Must point out, however, these values are in the year-end procedures document. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to ensure that these are correct. It is your responsibility to make sure that these are correct, and if there are any in error, that you correct them yourselves. Obviously, we've tried our best to make sure that everything is correct. The next thing we need to do is we need to go into parameters, SSP, SMP parameters, and change these. The SMP weekly rate wants changing to 12306. These down here need changing to these bands, and we don't do anything with the max weeks and the up to date. We leave those exactly as they are. The next thing we need to do is to change the emergency tax code. That's on the parameters screen of company details. So we've got maintenance company details, and we have here the emergency tax code, and that wants to be 647. And we can just say apply to that. OK. And the general uplift this year is 44 points on the tax code. So if you've been notified by the tax office that you're allowed to do this, if you go to utilities, global changes, global tax code changes, we can say yes if you get that message. And code L, we'll want to increase it by 44, and then we say OK. It says, are you sure you wish to do this? It's going to update everyone with an L code. So we say yes. The next thing we need to do are the tax band changes. So we're going to tax parameters, parameters, tax parameters, and the new figures are shown here. 20% at 37,400 and 40% above 37,400. So you say OK. It just warns you that once you've checked all these parameters and updated these parameters, you need to log off Ascent and then log back on again to get the new rates into effect. So that's now updated the tax parameters, and you can go into employee maintenance on some employees, make sure that the year to date has been cleared.